Manna Online, good morning. We are here together again for another Morning Manna. I'm Pastor M, and the last 3 days we've been talking about for certains, things that can be for sures in managing uncertainty. Today, we're going to hit the fourth for certain, and that is shift your view in the valley. Perspective is everything. Your vantage point of a situation changes everything. You and I could be looking at the exact same thing, and depending on where we're standing and how we see it, we could perceive it two completely different ways. That's how people get into arguments. It's because there are two different views on the same thing, and the two sides aren't able to come to an agreement. In part 3 of this series, my wife Jessica gave a great illustration. This was the illustration here. You have a child who's played outside and is now thirsty. So think about a child playing out in this hot, sticky humidity of North Carolina, and they're looking at a glass that's filled 50% with water. That child sees the glass as half empty because more water is what the child wants. That same child who has to finish his or her glass of water before they have any juice, something sweet, sees the same glass of water as half full because less water in the glass is what they want to get to the juice. Either way you look at it, the glass is 50% full. So what changed? Not the situation, not the amount of water in the glass. The glass is still half full or half empty, however you look at it. It's how the glass is seen in relation to what is desired. Many times we desire for our circumstance to change because it's uncomfortable for us. And because of uncertainty, we miss or fail to see what God is doing in the midst of it. So what actually needs to change is not the circumstance, but our perspective in the circumstance. As my wife and I were going through the kidney transplant process, there were several things that we would have liked to see change. The sooner we realized that we couldn't change the circumstance, the sooner we were able to change our perspective. We were able to find joy in the midst of a difficult and uncertain time. We were able to lean on God and lean on one another. In Psalm 30, it tells us that weeping may endure for night, but joy comes in the morning. Tomorrow isn't promised, but know that if you live to see it, it's another day for God to do something amazing in the uncertainty. Take your eyes off the thing and keep them on the King. Shift your view in the valley, and guess what? I'll see you back here tomorrow.